Doe Show, everybody. Happy Friday. Hope you're having a good day so far. If you're watching this for the first time, I'm Dustin Tibbetts, financial advisor with Jazz Wealth Managers. That's what the shirt says. This is our Friday shirt, relaxed shirt, because you might go fishing, right? You got to wear a fishing shirt for when you might have to go fishing. You don't want to have to take that time to change, right? So we're financial advisors with Jazz Wealth. This is our show that we do called The Doe Show, where we just try to help you in some way get your dough straight. Could be investing, could be retirement investing, it could be trading, it could be personal finance. And today we're going to blend the two. I'll make this a really short one for you because it's Friday and I'm sure you guys got other things to do, like go spend your dough on the weekends, right? That's what everybody does. So I get the question a lot. Absolutely get this question 5 times a week easily. People that say, I know I want to invest, I need to get started, I'm 30-something, I'm late 20s, I'm in my 40s, whatever, but I have some debt, and I want to know, should I pay that debt off? Should I focus on the debt first, then invest? Should I just invest and sort of pay the minimum on the debt? Or should I do some combination of both? And hey, we've reached that time in people's in life, right? Where if you went to school, you've got student loans, you got credit card debts, you might have to multitask a little bit here. So I almost named this video multitasking your dough, but that doesn't how does that rank on YouTube? Like, who's going to search for that? So here's the thing. We're going to give you some of the truths today. I'm going to lay out exactly what you can do. Keep in mind, there's no right way to do this. This is sort of laying out a scenario for you, okay? So given that you may have the question, hey, how do I do both, right? Should I do both? What can I do? Here's where I would start. I would say first, what is the type of debt that you have? If you have student loan debts, you're probably locked into doing a little bit of both, meaning you probably have so much student loan debt that it's going to take you forever to pay that thing off. While I think that's the worst type of debt that you can have, or the most dangerous type of debt you can have, you can't wait 10 years to start investing, right? There's no argument for that. If you have more than enough money, you got the student loans to get a job that pays a reasonable amount relative to the student loans that you got, then you certainly can make the payments and you could start investing. Never get behind on those student loans, of course. You put that as a priority, but you may have to get started here. We're going to get very specific with you now. So credit cards, that's a little different story. If you say, I've got $8,000 in credit card debt, well, then just pay the credit card debt off, right? Just focus on that. Don't worry about investing because you can knock that out in no time if you really are serious about paying it off. If you're saying, well, I'm just going to put off investing so I can pay off my credit card debt, but yet it's December and you're out there swiping away at Macy's so you can buy Christmas gifts, well, then you're not serious about either one of them, so it doesn't really matter. This video is just not going to help you because you're not really ready to go. Now, my answer, here we go. You can invest and pay off debt at the same time. However, there's a huge catch. There is a huge catch to this. Now, you're going to probably think like, oh, he's a financial advisor. He's going to tell you to open an account with him, get everything going. No, I want you to run away from us. I don't want anything to do with you if you are trying to invest and pay off debt. Here's why. You are going to start with your 401k at work. Do you have a 401k? Do you have some sort of employer plan that starts with a 4 maybe, and you put in a few dollars, they put in a few dollars? If that's the case, then the lesson of today is, yes, you can invest and pay off debt, but you got to do it there. Don't come to me. Don't go to anywhere else. Don't go online and set up your own little thing. Go to work. Tell the person at your job, I would like to start investing in my workplace plan, my 401k, and you are going to contribute only up to the match while you're paying off debt. Very simple. They offer 6% or something like that. If you can afford it, you put the 6% in there and then let them put the 6% in to match it, okay? That is the big catch. Do not open a Roth IRA. Do not open an individual account. Start trading pot stocks. You are going to open a 401k or get with your employer and do that. If you just started at a job and they're getting ready to offer that or something, that's great, right? So you want to sign up for that and participate in that. Why? Why is that the case? Will this work? Oh, it's working again. Here's why you want to do it. Number one, you get 100% return on your dough, right? No one else can beat that. You can't get that in a Roth. You can't get that in some other type of account. You put in 6%, they put in 6%. Not only can you not beat that, your debt should not be costing you that much. It's 100% return. Every financial guru on the planet is going to tell you, That's the way to go to start. That's when we do our retirement plans. I always say you start there. Now, if you're going to invest but you still have debt, what happens is the issue is, can you make enough return on your investments relative to the cost of your debt? Right? So if we were to treat your debt as a business and put it in like a balance sheet, would we find that you had greater returns than the cost of your debt? Most of the time the answer is no, you can't do that. If you have credit card debts that are pushing 20% these days, you're not getting that by investing. I mean, it's just not going to happen, right? However, in your 401k, you put in some money, they put in 100% of whatever you put in, up to some limit, of course. You can't beat that. So your debt's definitely not costing you that much. That's the first reason. The second reason is the compound interest, right? I'm not going to write it all out. Compound interest, right? So that's, for those of you that are new to this, that's just interest on interest. I am so sorry. That is horrible. It's a good thing that most people listen to this and don't actually watch it. Compound interest. We want to get that started early. If you're getting 100% return on the money that you're putting in your 401k and we can compound that over time, great, right? Again, the big thing here is that you can afford to do this. If you're struggling to pay your debts right now and you're asking the question, should I invest and pay down debt? It's probably no, right? That's probably the honest answer. You don't have dollars to go towards it. So if you can contribute to your 401k up to the match, that's the reason number 2, compound interest. Okay, number 3 is the tax deduction. You're not going to get the tax deduction if you don't invest. So the tax deduction, all I'm trying to say there is you have, what are you in, the 22% tax bracket, 24%, maybe you make a little bit of extra money there. Think of that sort of triple benefit, 100% return on your money, compound interest, getting started as early as possible, and you're going to potentially get that tax write-off for the contributions that you made, or in the 401k, your income is going to be reduced by the amount that you contributed. That's probably a nicer way to say it, a more accurate way to say it. So think about that. That's essentially, maybe a 22% credit. If you're in the lower tax bracket, 12%, whatever it may be, you're getting that discount that you were not going to get on your taxes. All of that put together to make a really short and quick dough show today tells you why you can invest and pay down your debts. Now, takeaways from today. First takeaway, this is definitely not suitable for everybody, right? If you're on the borderline or you have a special circumstance, don't bash me in the comments section. It's not for everybody. So there, I said it, right? For those of you that have student loans, long-term bills and things that you're working on paying off, of course, that's the priority. We definitely want to knock those debts out. We do not want to start anything else out there, but you do want to do your 401k plan at work while there's a match. Because that match, by the way, is flexible. A lot of people think, oh, I don't need an IRA or any other type of account because I get a match in my job of 6% and it's great. That's flexible. When times get rough, they lower that. You know that happens, right? So some of you haven't been investing longer than the last 9 years, which the markets and economy have really done great, but that's flexible. They can take away that match. So this is obviously not suitable for everybody as far as doing this, but if you can invest in your 401k, go up to the match, there are 3 really great reasons that are not really debatable unless there's something in your plan that I'm missing for the reason that you should put the 401k. Do not go to an advisor. This is like the one time I'm here presenting information and not asking for you to come and check us out. I don't want you to. Okay? It just makes it difficult. It makes it harder for us to help you, and it's really not the right thing to do. We're fiduciary advisors. When I take a phone call from someone and they lay it all out, I'll never forget this one phone call I had about 3 months ago. The lady was older and had more student loan debt ever than she could ever possibly pay off in her life, and the answer was, I can't help you. You should not be doing what we offer, right? And so that has to be the answer. So if you call me or if you email, we start talking and you say, look, I got some debts, I want to pay them off, I'm really going to push you to pay off those debts and go to the 401k first is the right thing to do. The second takeaway for the day is don't forget to save a little money too. Right? Don't get so excited in paying off your debts and investing now that you forget to put a little money in the savings account. I'm guilty of that, right? I've been there, but don't forget that. Consider that your Friday warning here. A few dollars have to go in savings as well, because the worst thing you can do is have to go take money from your 401k. This plan, what I've laid out for you today, has you getting that 100% return. But if you need to start taking money out, you're going to be highly disappointed at how much it costs you to take money out. You don't want to take a 30% hit right off the top. That's worse than having debt, right? What debt costs you 30%? So if you have to take out of your 401k, we obviously don't want to be in a position where you have to do that. Okay, takeaway number 3 is if money gets tight, you stop those contributions right away. The goal is to get a head start on your investing while you're paying off the debt. The goal is not to conquer your investing while you're paying off debt. So those are two probably poor choices of words. The goal is just to slowly get it going, to say that you're putting an effort in and getting 100% return from your employer. We are not trying to reach your retirement goal at this point. While you're paying off your debts, you're paying off your debts. That's priority number 1. If money gets a little tight, you don't stop paying off your debts, especially if it's tax liens, student loans, personal loans that are backed by something, right? That's more specific. But anyways, you certainly don't stop paying off those debts. You shut off the contributions while you get your dough straight. Okay, so that's the thing. That's the thing there. So think of it like that. You're not trying to do both with such aggressiveness. You're trying to get that debt paid off. You have it in your mind. Maybe that's your New Year's resolution. You're trying to knock things out. However, you want to make sense with what you're doing with your investments. That is secondary. It is not needed at the moment. You don't have to do it. But if you're going to do it and you have that option at work to get the free match, then you got to do it, right? Please don't come to me and say, my employer doesn't have the match, but I do want to get started anyways, and I've got $60,000 in debt. I'm not, I'm not going to be happy with that, okay? So we want to stay happy here. Just schedule an appointment to speak on Monday. Cool. We'll talk to you then. It may take years to pay off debt. You're missing out on... Exactly, Emil. You got it, man. You made more in your Roth 401k in a year than your Roth IRA. Free money. There you go. Financial investor, you got it. Same thing. If it's the Roth 401k, you're still going to get the match, by the way. It's just going to go in a different 401k. Don't worry about it. The contribution that you put in still gets matched, and so everything still applies there. Thanks, Nicole. Your job doesn't offer well, but at least they're putting something in there, right? A lot of companies, as they restructure or as they expand or spend money on growth, what they'll do is they'll say, hey, for a little bit of time here, we're not going to match what you put in. We're just going to participate in some kind of profit sharing. Meaning, it's not necessarily going to be for every dollar you put in, we put in $1. But I tell you what, at the end of the year, if the company does well, they put in like 5% or some flat amount. That's getting a little more common. I seem to keep coming across that. Yeah, there you go. So at least you get a little something there. Perfect. Roth IRA, you contributed $5,500, lose some during the year, it goes to $5,400. You made $100 in dividends for the year, so in total equity of $50. No, you can only withdraw your contributions. If your contributions lose value, doesn't matter. You can still only withdraw what you contribute to the IRA. The way it works is in your brokerage account, it's categorized. You should have like a transaction history category, and there will be, and it marks it, these are your deposits. If you put in $5,500 and it's only worth $5,000, well, then obviously you can't take out $5,500. $5,000 is your number. You could take out the full $5,000 if you needed it, right? Okay, that's all I have for you. You watching the markets today? We did a great update for our clients yesterday, Wine and Wealth we call it. It's an evening class that we do every Thursday to teach something new. Last night was a full stock market update. If you missed it and you're one of our customers, in your inbox, you just click that link. It'll play the replay for you whenever you have a moment if you're not busy this weekend. I know it's a busy time of year. But also look on our website under events. It's a tab right at the top or on the menu. They'll let you know the different events that are coming up that we're going to be doing. Some really good ones coming up that I'm actually really excited about putting together for you guys. And we'll be adding 2 more probably tomorrow, which is a Saturday, which proves that we do work nonstop. Okay, have a great day. We'll see you later at 5 o'clock for the closing beat. If you're interested, that'll be on this channel, 5 o'clock stock market update. Enjoy.
Why should you choose Jazz Wealth as your retirement or long-term investing service? Our portfolios are managed by us, not some faceless mutual fund manager. Our private classes will teach you everything about investing and getting your dough straight. Best of all, our fiduciary standard means your best interest comes before ours.